Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be working with stars. That's the whole topic of today's video. I'm making cards with stars. Now I might be making them with markers and I might be making them with watercolor or any other thing, but I needed the perfect size star. So to start it off with, I had to print several stars to get the right size. Now this one here is the perfect size for my 4x6 cards, which I have watercolor paper ones and I have regular cardstock ones, both from Amazon, but this is the perfect size star for me. So what I'm going to do for all my sorority members is I'm going to make sure this gets dropped into our private group. It's a paid membership group. If you want to join, just ask me how, but this star will be in there so that if anyone wants to use it, it's accessible, it's free. There you go. Okay, so to start off with, I have my self-healing, I think it's called, cutting mat. And I'm going to use an X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut out this star. And I'm going to speed this up for you because it's pretty straightforward. Now, some of you might have a steady enough hand that you could just cut it out, but I needed to use a straight edge and an X-Acto knife. And I find as I'm doing it, I wasn't pushing hard enough, so I am going to go back and just any spots that I need to, I will do it again one more time. But at least this way I have that scored in there more than anything else, right? So we're just going to get this removed. Almost done. It reminds me of popping out those old paper dolls back in the day. How many of you loved the old paper dolls? All right, so now that we have this cut out, this could be used many different ways because first of all, we have the outside that we can use on one, and then we have the inside that we can use on the other. So this is going to be very handy. Now let's jump into our first project. For this one, I'm going to be using the actual star itself, and I'm going to grab some washi tape and I'm going to roll that up and just put that in behind. And then I'm just going to press it down into place, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it. You can measure it out if you want to find the center. I'm kind of eyeballing it. That's how I roll. All right, now I am taking my chrome marker. Now you can do this with gold paint and like the end of your paintbrush, not the brush end, but the other end, and you can keep dabbing, or you can do it with Poscas. But I have this chrome, really metallic, gorgeous gold marker, and that's what I'm going to use to do it with. Now, I'll try to remember to drop the link for that in the description. But I'm just going around and just tapping, ... And I've sped this up for you. It actually took me maybe about 2 minutes to go all the way around and do lots of dots. It's fun. It's kind of relaxing. I know it doesn't look relaxing when it's sped up, but it is kind of fun and relaxing. And I enjoy doing these. So here we go. Almost done. I find the faster that you can dab too, the more sporadic, is that the right word for it? That they're, you're not thinking about it and you'll get these few little miscellaneous ones that kind of stagger off, and I love that about it. And then I'm just going to take my stamp that says Merry and Bright. I'm going to gently push that into the center. I just learned today how to properly wash these. I've been struggling. I've used all kinds of different soaps, and I finally figured out how to wash my stamps and my stamp pad because I was having residue all the time. Now I'm going to go back with that gold chrome marker, and I'm going to put my little bow. Just adds a little extra detail to it. What do you think? I think it's so cute. I really, really like this. Look how shiny it is. Now I'm being careful not to touch that. The marker does take a little bit to dry, but I think that looks pretty awesome. Now let's get on with our second one. Okay, for this next one, we're actually going to use the other part of that cardstock where we cut the star out. And I'm going in and it's like a yellowy green, almost like a pear color. And I'm going to do just some swooshes, basically. Some little swooshes all over the place of this kind of light lemony green. I don't know how to explain what it is. Next, I'm going in with a brassy gold. And I'm doing some more swooshes. And then I'm going to go in with some bright gold. That's that pretty bright gold right there. And I'm going to do some swooshes of that all over it too. And that's it. That's how it's done. And I'm going to go around any of the edges that seem a little off, like that point seems to be missing. I'll just kind of stick a few little dots there just to make it, have a definite point. That's all there is to that. How easy is that? And then we're just going to take the washi tape again, and I'm going to roll that up and put that inside the card to hold it in place. It always amazes me how simple things can be and turn out so pretty. A little bit of splatter on there. I've done it in that bright bronzy kind of gold, and then in my, typical 14 karat gold, let's call it. The more yellowy gold. I've done some splatters of that. It looks beautiful all around it, and I'm getting better at these splatters. That took some practice. It didn't come natural to me. Anybody else ever had problems with splatters? I'm finally thinking I'm getting the hang of this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. They're beautiful cards. Stay tuned, subscribe. There's more to come.